With chat control, the European Union abolishes privacy in communications. On October 16, the EU takes another step towards totalitarianism, using its familiar tactics, always under the pretext of defending a good cause. It hides from public view its dangerous intentions for more unfreedom in the standards of the ostensibly democratic age we are going through. So, in a month from now, a law proposal will be put to a vote in the European Parliament that will allow mass and legal monitoring of all our conversations, written and spoken in real time, following the laws passed to guarantee the security of the Olympic Games, which allow the use of video surveillance and facial recognition systems in public places in France, with the help of artificial intelligence, AI. The EU, in turn, goes a step further below by proposing and adopting laws that are libertarian in nature. Of course, he had previously cultivated the ground for the imposition of the regime of a single truth and unprecedented surveillance without hearing anything, a peep from those who are well concerned about freedom of speech, democratic values, and other nonsense, which nowadays they have been demonstrably violating. Over the last 3 years, we've established that any opposing view or position which casts doubt on the official narrative that builds unified thinking and maintains the silence of the lambs is taken as misinformation by the European Commission, European technocrats, and those who zealously declare their blind faith and obedience. Censorship was therefore imposed at the start of the war in Ukraine and the banning of Russian state media broadcast to member countries. August 25th, amid summer nirvana, the EU Digital Services Act came into force, giving unprecedented powers to the European Commission, which can police and monitor social networks and demand the removal of content that they will define as disinformation. So, misinformation now only from official sources. In the proposed legislation now known as chat control, quote unquote, it will make it legal to monitor and control all chat communications on the grounds of preventing sexual abuse of children. Chat control will violate personal privacy as it will automatically monitor all types of communications, telephone conversations, video calls, text messages, all kinds of messaging applications, including encrypted services, etc. It will all be keyword filtered in real time and flagged for further scrutiny and prosecution if necessary. The same will apply to images and videos stored either on the computer or in the cloud. Basically, everything we do with our smartphone, our entire personal lives will be exposed to government scrutiny at all times. Chat control will be put to a vote on October 16, that is in a month from now. The strange thing that is that it has received almost no attention from the European media, which is rather strange given the scale of the impact on the liberties of all European citizens. It's essential that the U.S. Patriot Act, but much more powerful. It's essentially the same as the U.S. Patriot Act, but more powerful, as control will be mandatory for all chat, email, and messaging apps, including WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, etc. If it's adopted, which seems quite likely, since only Germany and Austria have stated that they are against it, all communication services provided Apple, Meta, Signal, Telegram, Google, etc., operating in Europe will be required to analyze every private message, file, phone call, and online storage for scam and grooming content. They should also pass these messages on to the police, forming a surveillance network where governments will have access to anything you keep on your computer, post, or store online. And may I remind you to please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for updated videos, because a lot of my subscribers are telling me that they're not getting my videos. Thank you for your support. Now, going on with this, if you haven't realized this is another great threat to the already tattering democracy in Europe, and which, as European citizens see, must face together. German MEP Patrick Breyer explains the dangerous law in detail on his website. Those who think that extreme surveillance and freedom-killing laws will eliminate abuse and trafficking are seriously mistaken, he says. The increasingly hostile European environment for freedom of speech from one end to the other on the old continent, combined with the excessive strengthening of security with plausible excuses, do not bode well for civil societies sleeping the sleep of the law. And the details MPs of the ruling party in France have submitted an amendment to the law on the security and regulation of the digital space with the aim of banning the use of VPNs so that it's not possible to access social networks. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.